Hello and welcome. Today I would like to talk about the subject of perceived knowing. Getting to a place in your life experience at any point where you feel or think that I know. Now I know, right? In terms of self-discovery and observation, life discovery and observation, spiritual discovery and observation. And so we start out on this journey with questions, many questions. Maybe you can't verbalize these questions, but they're deep within us. We have a seeking impulse within us to explore, to be curious, to see. And at times we desire the answers, right? And the way this comes through for me when I think about it is we're very curious like a child. If you place a child in the wilderness and just observe it, watch it go. Watch it interact with things with an awareness of, I don't know what this is. And so because of this, I'm unbelievably curious and I am in awe of what I am observing. But then see what happens once the child thinks it knows what that tree is. Observe how it looks at that tree compared to how it used to look at that tree. And what you will find is that it is not that the child knows what it is looking at now. It is not that you know what you are looking at now. You just think you know what you are looking at. And because you think you know, any ability to see anything new about that tree is no longer available to you because you think you know. And so why would you continue to be curious about something that you already know? A great example of this is when you drive around it every day, how many trees do you drive by that you never even notice? But imagine those trees were something that you had never seen before, right? Let's say that they were an object that had never come into your experience. Would you notice it? If there are a lot of them especially, of course you would. And would you be curious? Of course you would. You would be like, what is like to the point where you couldn't drive anymore. You would have to pull over and just be like, what is that? Right? Now, I am not saying that you should do anything, obviously, or that this is right or wrong. I'm just saying that we start off this journey of exploration with a sense of curiosity. And along this journey, many of us reach a point where we think we know now. I know what I am. I know who I am. I know what this is. And we anchor ourselves in this point. Now what happens is when you're doing that, you are no longer honoring the space in which that experience was born. What I mean by that is, that experience was had, you got to this place, this perceived place of knowing, because you were open and you continued to walk with curiosity. But now you feel like you have reached the destination. And I say you feel like you've reached the destination is because if you kept walking, you would continue to experience more things. And you would continue to honor the space in which that was born. Meaning that if you didn't walk in the first place with an open mind and an open heart, with curiosity and wonder, you wouldn't have gotten to this place. And so how do you know what other places await you? I can understand and empathize with the allure of certain places that you stumble upon along this journey and how good they feel, right? But I would encourage you to keep walking. Not because what you have found is not good enough, because where you are is always good enough. And so it is not walking the path to get to something. I'm not walking through this life experience to find something, to get to a certain destination, because this is enough. I'm walking to walk. I'm walking to experience. Because as soon as I stop, the infinite wonder that surrounds me no longer becomes as amazing as it was, because I think I know now. And so the questions stop, the seeking stops, the wonder stops. Infinite love to you all.